A good cybersecurity program should be transparent. So if you're building product or delivering services, we want to make sure that our levels of protection are transparent to your employees and to your customers. People don't have unlimited budgets. Private equity firms are looking for value creation right out of the gate. And so we want to help them on that value ramp. And we work as a guide to take them from the highest risk issues in their environments over time to take as much risk out as possible.
All right, well, I'm excited to have this conversation today. Let me do a quick introduction. Brian Hanify, CRO of TechMD. David D'Agostino, Vice President of Cybersecurity at TechMD. And my name is Sebastian Igreti. All right, so let's start at the beginning. When a new portfolio company or portco is acquired, how critical is a cybersecurity assessment, and what role does TechMD play in that process?
I think it depends on the vertical industry that the company is in that they're acquiring, right? Some of those industries are more compliance driven and compliance heavy. And in those cases, it's important that they get a fairly detailed cybersecurity assessment as early in the process, hopefully during LOI in some cases, so that they really understand if there's any technical debt in that acquisition. And I would say cybersecurity risk would come under the category of technical debt.
So let's talk about challenges. What are some pressing cybersecurity challenges that portcos face, and how does TechMD address them?
In some cases, private equity firms are buying lifestyle businesses, and they're buying them based on the future value they see in that industry or in that marketplace. Um, and so when they buy it, they understand that they've got to invest, right? But it's typically investing in systems or people or marketing, frankly. And cybersecurity from time to time gets overlooked. And as you invest in those things, you add people, you add applications, you add markets. You're also creating a larger footprint for which a cyber criminal can gain access. And so measuring and making sure that you balance your risk mitigation with your expansion goals and objectives, I think is an important component to a strategic plan.
Now, PEs want their portcos to grow, right? That's the whole point. How does TechMD ensure that its cybersecurity solutions are scalable and adaptable to the evolving needs of portfolio companies?
TechMD has the ability to scale rapidly with our clients. We have an enterprise solution that is scalable down to a small client size all the way to large enterprise. With our buying power and the size of our organization, it's very affordable at an enterprise level to enter, with a sub 50 user organization and scale up to 5,000 users very quickly.
From a big picture standpoint, what are the key elements of a successful cybersecurity plan?
We also have this mentality of no stone unturned. And so tools alone are not as effective as the human element. TechMD believes in a defense in depth approach. And that approach is key to an effective cybersecurity program. It's a combination of people, process, and technology, and it's a continued journey. There's not a destination, unfortunately. It's evolving, and the threat landscape's evolving. The techniques and tactics that we use are in alignment with the malicious actors, and we continually are tuning our approach to alerting and responding almost on a daily basis, sometimes multiple times a day, as we get the threat intelligence into our community, and then we start to develop our response and threat hunting accordingly.
So, what practical advice would you give portcos that want to quickly enhance their cybersecurity maturity?
I think it's important to identify and work with the right partners, someone that has experience in the space, understands the rapid growth and potential changes that are occurring. And then from there, it's really, it's about understanding your risk and then your risk tolerance or what you're going to mitigate. Choose a baseline that you want to align to and start to work toward that. And then from there, you can have a long-term strategy to get to full alignment to a cybersecurity framework or a specific compliance. But just, what we refer to as basic hygiene, things that you can build effective security measures in a very short period of time.
Well, Brian, David, thanks so much for taking the time to have this conversation. I think leaders from PEs and portcos out there that get to watch this will get a lot of value out of it. Thanks for watching.